My name is Varan Karnanantham. I'm here with Shanrita. She is my Director of Operation and Client Care. Shanrita, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Shanrita, you are instrumental person in my business. And do you want to elaborate a little bit of what you do on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, I am overseeing the clients and touching base with them. So I believe like my role is bridging between yourself and the clients as well with the underwriters. So just making sure everything's running smoothly. Also making sure that if there's any questions, anything that need to be answered for the clients, I'm there to assist them just to make sure everything's smoother and having a better understanding as to what we do on our end for the business.
So I understand that communication and client care and customer service are core values of our business
For
or
sure.
my business. And you want to elaborate how you bridge the gap?
So what I would do is usually I touch base with the clients in terms of like finding out if they're like shopping for a home, just finding how that process is going for them and what we can do on our end to help them. Because obviously with purchasing a home, it is not something that's very easy to do. I feel like a lot of clients are also a little bit nervous because it is a big step that they're taking. So where we're able to answer questions and pointing them in the right direction is where we play that part. And just being genuine and having an open conversation with the client, what would work for them best.
What is the most important thing for you at your work?
Definitely client care, making sure clients are satisfied and we're able to educate them. I think that is very important because educating a client in terms of what they can qualify for or things they may not be able to qualify for in terms of like touching base with yourself and what we can do to make their transition very seamless is definitely important because it is also very stressful for the clients already, where we're able to take that off of them and everything is like good for them when they're ready to purchasing and having the mortgage.
And you want to elaborate about your experience and your customer service experience from the
So I have been in the financial industry in the past as well. I worked for CIBC. I was stationed there for about 7 years, and then I came over to iConnect. Was there for 3 years. I decided to pathways, and I left a little bit to pursue my own business, and then I came back where I'm on board now full time working for you.
What is the most important thing for you in terms of customer service? Why do you think the customer service is the most important thing in any
Because
business?
it's building that relationship, that trust. I think the most important thing is having that trust with that client. Because at the end of the day, like we said, right, purchasing a home, a mortgage is something that is a very big thing in a very big step in your life. So building that relationship where the client is able to trust us is one of the main things because they're putting a lot of trust in you to get a mortgage.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit how you are the instrumental and the bridge the gap sometimes when I'm not available or when I'm on holidays or when I'm in a meeting? So do you want to kind of elaborate
Right. So
how you are the bridge between
for sure.
in this business, in the operations?
So in terms of that, touching base with the clients and just like having a follow up is the most important thing. So we have clients who, are still shopping. We have clients who's coming up for renewal, who, is just mortgage shopping. In terms of you going on vacation, all the calls are forwarded to me. So in that way, I'm able to answer clients' questions like right there, even if you're away. If there's something that I'm not able to answer that moment is when I look into like our underwriters or someone who's dealing with the actual file. So in that way, the client is not panicking or stressing about you're on vacation or you're away in a meeting. So in that way, we're able to be there for the client like when they call and they're there.
How you step in to put the fire down when things goes kind of out of control,
So
being a bridge.
For sure. So I find in terms of when it comes to a client that's panicking or like a little bit stressful because it's their first time home buyer, things like that, I try to relate to myself and I try to make it as genuine as possible. I also bought property and for me in the moment it did feel stressful so I could relate to the client, but I also sort of like talk to them the steps of what we take and how we do and what we do to just make it more comfortable. And I find that just being genuine and having clients where you can relate to them and they can relate to you just makes them more comfortable because you're able to answer questions, you're able to just kind of let them see the tunnel at the end. And I find that is basically the most important thing is not BSing and just being very genuine with the client and just like letting them know their expectations. If something seems to be like a little bit more difficult, that's where I book obviously an appointment with you. So in that way, you guys can touch base and just sort of put the client in direction and understand on our end how this process works. Because I find usually when clients are, nervous or worried is they don't understand on our end of how things work. So just being able to explain those things just make it way more comfortable for the clients.
And it's very important. And thank you for being there as a part of the support and a part of the bridging the gap between me and the clients and the operation team to
Right.
give the best customer service and make sure every call is being answered and everyone's got a seamless transaction and a seamless service. And thank you for doing that.
No problem. Yeah.
So Shanrita, what do you like the most about working with the clients?
What I like most about working with our clients is we do meet a lot of really nice people, and I find that for myself, I usually meet the clients a little bit after you've had a conversation with them, right? So I think for the fact that you educate them, you really do not sugarcoat anything. You let clients know realistic expectations. I find that's really great because by the time I'm ready to speak to the client, they already have an idea of what's going on, and it's just really a great conversation in terms of like where they're heading and what they want to do. So I really, yeah.
What's the most important thing for you in your life?
Just being successful and just having like a seamless life where things are comfortable in a way that like financially, relationships, just everything. So for me, that's like the biggest thing, just moving forward and continuously learning and growing, so I can achieve everything that I want to moving forward.
You want to tell something else about yourself? What you do for fun? What do you like to do on the spare time?
So I do have a beauty business on the side. I do cosmetic tattoo. So I definitely enjoy that. Again, it's very big with, the client care, the customer, being one-on-one with clients. I feel sometimes I am a little bit like a therapist because I have clients here for 2 hours, 3 hours and just learning about themselves, their lives, and just having conversations. So I feel I've always been in the customer care department and just really enjoying being around people and spending time with them.
And the $1 million question for you. What's the most thing you like about working with me?
No, just kidding. So I definitely enjoy working with you, Varan. Like I've worked with you in the past. One of the reasons I came back is because you're very motivated and I see you're very driven. And just being under your wings. Why are you laughing? It's true. But like being under your wings, it just like have, motivated me to be a better version of myself and to keep moving forward and growing. I've also seen where you help a lot of people, regardless if it's with a mortgage or something with your personal life. Like you're always trying to see the best in something. So working under a person like that it definitely is a great thing to be. Again, me owning my own place was definitely like, you as well pushing me to to do that. And I think like without that, I probably wouldn't have had my own property. So thank you for that and continue to push me to be a better version of myself and to learn more things as we go.
Shanrita is a part of my team, and Shanrita is a point of contact when I'm not around or when I'm not available for your immediate attention. So I strongly believe in giving the white glove service and the best customer care for my clients and my partners. Shanrita will be the point of contact, and she can be always reached at when I'm not around.